second type of question in this series is writing a number as a difference of squares. By squares we mean perfect square, that is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, including a 0 square. 0 is also considered to be a perfect square. We'll start off with a question: in how many ways can 45 be written as a difference of squares? The question is using the language difference of squares. Just to represent it, we will get our x and y, x square minus y square, let's say, and which can be factorized as x minus y into x plus y. So what this becomes is 45 has to be written as a product of two numbers. So x minus y could be one number, x plus y could be another number. So it becomes product of two numbers, and this is what our first type of question was, writing a number as a product of two numbers. As long as we are limiting ourselves to natural number and the order does not matter, this can be done in number of factors divided by 2. So when I factorize 45, which is 5 into 9, that is 3 square into 5, the number of factors that I get is 3 into 2, 6, and so I could write it, how many pairs do I get? 3 pairs. Pairs as in numbers without an order being important and they being natural. Let's write those 3 pairs out here. So x minus y could be 1, x plus y will be 45. X minus y could be 3, 3 is a factor, 2 is not a factor of 45, 3 into 15. 4 is not a factor, 5, 5 into 5 nines are 45. And the 3 pairs are done. What happens after this is 6 is not a factor, 7, 8 is not a factor, reversal starts. Right? So the reversal will begin from here. And I'll continue in a moment, but let's finish our task here. Remember, these are the values of x minus 1 and x plus y. From here, you could deduce the values of x and y. If I know the difference and the sum, add the two, divide by 2 will give you the value of x. The difference, subtract the 2, take the difference, you will get 2y. So if you divide by 2, you will get y. So let me do it quickly. 45 plus 1, that is 46 by 2, x is 23. 45 minus 1, 44 by 2, 22. You can do a reverse check. What is x minus y? 23 minus 22 is 1. What is x plus y? 23 plus 22, that is y. And I'm just doing the check. And what do I mean by check? Remember, the question was difference of squares. This x and y was our creation. So I'm checking up x square minus y square. And x square is 529. 22 square is 484. And if I do the subtraction, 484 to 500, 16 and 29. 16 and 20 will make it 36. 36 and 9 is 45. And this is what I want, difference of two squares. So what are the two squares that I'm using? 529 and 484. You do not need to do this check. The question is asking us in how many ways. So I just need to count. Right? This is the first example. Don't be hasty. I again repeat, once you know the whole process, the answer you can get it in just 10-20 seconds. But for the first time, you'll have to do a lot of hard work. Let's take the second case and check out. 15 and 3 are the sum and the difference. So what are the individual numbers? 15 plus 3, 18 by 2, 9. 15 minus 3, the difference. 12 by 2, 6. Recheck if you want. 9 square, 81. 6 square, 36. 36 and 4 will make it 40. 40 to 81 is 41. 41 and 4, 45. So confirm the difference of squares. Which two squares? 81 and 36. 5 and 9. 9 plus 5, 14. 14 by 2, 7. 9 minus 5, 4. 4 by 2, 2. So the check is 7 square is 49. 2 square is 4. If you do the subtraction, you indeed get a 45 as expected. So we have got 3 different ways. Now let us see what happens if we do the reversal. X plus y now is smaller than x minus y, mind you, right? 5 plus 9 is 14. 14 by 2 gives me a 7. 5 minus 9 is a minus 4. Minus 4 by 2 gives you a minus 2. Do a check if you want. 7 x and y. X minus y. 7 minus of minus 2. Does that become a 9? Yes. X plus y. 7 plus or minus 2 becomes a 5, right? What I want to talk is the value of x and y as a pair has changed, but the question is talking of difference of squares. So is this same as 49 minus 4? Minus 2 square is nothing but a 4. So this is same as the earlier one. So I'm not getting a new way. If I continue the reversal, the next one will be 15 into 3. 3 and 15 is 18, 18 by 2 is a 9, 3 minus 15 is minus 12, minus 6. But when you take a square of 9, that is 18, if you take a square of minus 6, you get 36. And so this method is same as what are the two squares of the difference of which we are finding? The two squares are 81 and 36. Right, which is same as 81 and 36. So I'm not going to count this as a new method, new way of writing it as a difference. Your x and y may be different, but that is not a part of the question, right? And so the reversals do not really add up any new thing, right? So to just complete it, I'm doing out over here, and we are going to get the same way of writing it as a square. For those of you who are quite confident, you might also argue I need to write it as a product of 45. The question doesn't talk anything about x and y. So why can't I have a minus 1 into minus 45? Yes, you can have a minus 1 into minus 45. If you try to find the value of x and y, you are going to get a different one. Let's see. The sum plus the difference. Sum I mean x plus y. Difference I mean x minus y. The sum minus 45 plus the difference minus 1. Minus 45 plus minus 46, this is going to become a minus 23. Let's take the difference. Minus 45 minus of minus 1, which is a minus 44, so I'll be getting a minus 22. This is different from your x and y that we had earlier, but when I go to squaring it, I again get the same way of writing it in terms of square. 529 and so on. Right? Even if I take any of them, I put a negative sign, I'm going to get the same way out here, right? So I leave that work for you to try. You could make all of them negative. So you would have to try out 7 more values and you'll find the same way of difference of squares is going to repeat. So I need not do this process at all. Having done it once, so the answer is these are just the 3 different ways. So let me say this is way number 1, the way number 2, different way, and the way number 3. And so my answer, having done it once, is you find the number of factors, 6, and in how many ways can I write it as a difference of square? Is nothing but the number of factors divided by 2. 3 in this case. 3 is my answer in this case. Okay, can there be variations in the question? A lot of them, right? Here we cannot have integers or natural numbers. Why? Because we are talking of squares. And when we are talking of squares, it doesn't matter are they squares of negative number or positive number. Eventually, they are just positive numbers as we see out over here, right? So I'm not interested in the individual value of x and y here. But then, can there be some more meaningful changes in the question? Yes, as we'll change this number 45 and check next.